As we age, building and maintaining new muscle can become a bit more challenging. Not only that, but lifting heavy just doesn't feel as good as it used to. But who says you can't look more jacked in your 40s than you did in your 20s? In this video, I'll be sharing 7 tips on how to look more jacked at any age without having to spend years building new muscle. First, I'll be sharing tips to help you build muscle efficiently and look bigger in the long term with 3 targeted approaches. Then, I'll give you a few more short-term tips that'll help you look more jacked almost instantly. So, whether you want to look great for a photo shoot, a day on the beach, or just about any day that you want to look like you lift, then stick around for those. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in. Tip number 1. Build broader shoulders. The shoulders are a visually prominent area of the upper body and are an important component of an overall jacked appearance. Broad shoulders can create the illusion of a wider upper body, which can help to make you look more muscular. To build broader shoulders, you'll have to train them completely from 3 different angles. First, I recommend including a vertical press. One study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research comparing the seated dumbbell press, seated barbell press, standing dumbbell press, and standing barbell press showed that the standing dumbbell overhead press produced the greatest overall shoulder activation. Next, it's important to include a movement that emphasizes the mid-delts, which are most responsible for broader shoulders. For this, I recommend including some type of lateral raise variation. While there are plenty to choose from, the traditional dumbbell lateral raise is tried and true. In the past, many experts suggested that performing this exercise with the pinkies pointed up activated the mid-delts better. Unfortunately, training this function with your shoulders internally rotated has been shown to increase the risk of injury. In fact, one study comparing different variations of the lateral raise shows that the opposite is more optimal. So, performing this exercise with the pinkies pointed downward instead would be safer and more effective. Just make sure you're bent over slightly to ensure all of the tension is on the mid-delts. Lastly, for the rear delts, there's no argument that the rear delt fly is the best exercise to target this area of the shoulder. That said, one study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that a neutral grip reverse fly creates the highest rear delt activation. And if you want to make this exercise a bit more effective and more comfortable to perform, I recommend including a chest supported variation. Tip number 2. Train for size. Training for size, also known as hypertrophy training, involves lifting weights in a way that creates high levels of mechanical tension in the muscles. Mechanical tension is the main driver of hypertrophy, as concluded in this study from the Journal of Applied Physiology. This type of training involves 3 things. First, lifting in a low to moderate rep range, typically between 5 to 10 repetitions. Second, lifting close to failure for maximal muscle fiber recruitment, which will allow as many muscle fibers to experience mechanical tension. And third, taking relatively longer rest periods in the 3 to 5 minute range to allow fatigue to dissipate and allow maximal motor unit recruitment for the following set. While training for less than 5 reps can work, it typically results in fewer growth stimulating reps. Not only that, but when we factor in our age, heavy lifting in the lower rep ranges can put us at a higher risk for injury. And while going above 10 reps may provide a viable growth stimulus, it does come with higher levels of fatigue. One study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research comparing powerlifting and bodybuilding style training showed that powerlifting style training resulted in more reported occurrences of injury. On the other hand, lifting for more reps than necessary to trigger growth will make you more prone to overtraining. So, training for size gives you the best of both worlds. Not only do you get to look more jacked and muscular, but you do so while avoiding injury and excess fatigue. Now, building muscle and looking more jacked is certainly a great way to improve your confidence. But there are other things we can do as men to improve our appearance and feel more comfortable in our own skin. And that's why I'm excited to have Tiege Hanley as the sponsor of today's video. They help men start and maintain a skincare routine by simplifying the entire process. Honestly, it's the best skincare system for guys like you and me. Personally, I recommend you start with their level 1 system, which comes with all of the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin, a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin cells, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun, and a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. And if you're anything like me and don't know the first thing about skincare routines, every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. And while I've just started using their products, I can already see a huge difference in how much better my skin looks and feels. But don't just take my word for it. They have over 7,000 5-star reviews on their website from men all around the world. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tiege Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping and low-cost shipping to most other countries. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click the first link in the description and you'll get 30% off of your first box plus a free gift. So don't miss out on this amazing deal. Click that link and get started today. And now, the last on my list of long-term solutions to looking jacked is to get lean. Building muscle is only part of the equation. To look jacked, you also need to have a low body fat percentage. However, there's a fine line between getting lean and getting shredded. Getting lean involves reducing your body fat percentage to a level where your muscles become more visible, while getting shredded involves reducing your body fat percentage even further to a level where your muscles appear extremely defined and striated. While getting shredded may seem like the ultimate goal, it's not always the best approach for looking jacked, especially for men over 40. This is because getting shredded can often lead to a loss of muscle mass and also lead to a flat or stringy appearance. On the other hand, getting lean allows you to maintain your muscle mass while reducing your body fat percentage, resulting in a muscular and defined physique. I recommend staying within the 10 to 15% body fat range, as this will allow for good definition, vascularity, fuller muscles, and an overall more aesthetically appealing look. For most men, going above 15% will reduce muscle definition, creating a smooth look that could look decent in clothes, but not so impressive with your shirt off. Any lower than 10%, however, will make you look skinny and flat, especially when wearing a shirt. To achieve a lean physique, you'll need to focus on a combination of a calculated diet and consistent training. This involves a few things. First, reducing your calorie intake just enough to achieve a slight caloric deficit, typically around 100 to 250 calories below maintenance. Next, increasing your protein intake. This paper from the Nutrients Journal recommends increasing protein intake to 1.4 grams per pound of body weight for lean body mass retention while dieting. And lastly, training for size and doing so consistently. Remember, getting lean is a gradual process and requires consistency and dedication over time. Now that we've covered the more long-term and permanent solutions, let's move on to the shorter-term solutions that'll provide instant results. Number 1 is incorporating a high-carb day. Carbs are stored in your muscles as glycogen. This glycogen is used to fuel your workouts. But More important to our discussion is that it helps to increase the size and fullness of your muscles. Assuming you're in a caloric deficit and aiming to achieve sub 15% body fat levels, including a high carb day will make you look fuller and more muscular almost instantly. To incorporate a high carb day without sabotaging your progress, here's what I recommend. Let's say you're in a slight calorie deficit, consuming 2,000 calories per day. On a high carb day, you can increase your caloric intake by 250 to 500 calories or back up to maintenance levels. The trick, however, is to ensure that the added calories come in the form of carbs and carbs only, while protein and fat intake remain the same. The extra glycogen from your high carb day will result in an increase of volume and fullness of your muscles, making them appear larger, more vascular, and even more defined. Used strategically, this will make you stronger in the gym for energy-demanding workouts and provide a skin-stretching pump, which brings me to my next tip: get a pump. One of the best ways to look bigger fast is to get a pump. This happens when you perform exercises that target a specific muscle group, causing blood to flow to that area and creating a temporary increase in muscle size. To get a pump, focus on doing high rep isolation exercises of 15 repetitions or more for the specific muscle groups you want to enhance the appearance of. Here's a quick pump workout you can do before stepping in front of the camera or going out for a night on the town. For the chest, do a max set of push-ups. For the mid-delts, perform lateral raises for 15 to 20 reps. For the back, rear delts and traps, perform chest-supported rear delt flies with an emphasis on bringing the shoulder blades back. And for the arms, perform bicep curls and triceps extensions to failure. Do these exercises one after the other as a circuit and perform 3 to 4 circuits. As you perform these exercises, your muscles receive a temporary influx of blood, causing them to swell and appear larger, creating a pump that will leave your muscles engorged and looking larger than they typically would. While the pump is a temporary effect and typically only lasts for a few hours, it's by far the fastest way to look bigger and more jacked. The next tip is to find and wear better fitting clothes. Wearing clothes that fit well can help to emphasize your physique and highlight your best features. Clothes that appear too loose or baggy can make you appear smaller and less defined, while clothes that fit well can accentuate your muscles and create a more jacked appearance. Here are a few tips for finding the best fitting shirt. Look for t-shirts that fit snugly around your shoulders and chest, but not too tight. A properly fitting t-shirt should hug your upper body without feeling constricting. Pay attention to the length of the shirt. A t-shirt that is too long can make you appear shorter and smaller overall, while a t-shirt that is too short can be unflattering and cause your torso to look shorter. Consider the length of the sleeves. A t-shirt with sleeves that hit mid-bicep can help to emphasize your arms and make them appear more muscular. Avoid shirts with graphics or patterns that are too busy or distracting. Simple, solid colored t-shirts are often the best choice as they allow your physique to take center stage. And while I don't claim to be a fashion expert, I do understand the visual impact a well-fitting shirt can provide and how it can be the difference between looking like an average Joe or a fit and healthy man who takes care of his body. That said, it doesn't matter how well your shirt fits. If you're hunched over with your shoulders rolled forward, there is no amount of clothing that'll help you look more muscular. Which brings us to the last tip: maintain good posture. Having good posture can help you look bigger in several ways. When you stand up straight, your shoulders are pulled back and your chest is lifted, creating a more open, muscular, and confident appearance. When you stand with good posture, you engage the muscles in your upper back, thus making your traps and rhomboids more defined, creating the appearance of a wider and thicker upper body. Furthermore, maintaining good posture engages your core muscles, making you aware of pulling in your belly button, creating the illusion of a slimmer waist. If you're someone who has developed bad posture from years of sitting, not exercising, or muscle imbalances, check out our video, The Only 3 Exercises You Need for Better Posture. Incorporate those exercises into your routine and reap the benefits that come with having good posture, including a more visually appealing physique with almost no additional work. So there you have it, 7 ways to look more jacked at any age. Whether you're looking to build an impressive physique with hard work and consistent effort, or you simply need to look your best for an upcoming event, these tips are for you. Did you find this video helpful? If so, click the like button below as it'll truly help out the channel. Also, according to our analytics, over 85% of the people who watch this channel are not subscribed. Our goal is to get that down to 50%. And while it's not going to be easy, I do believe that with your help, we'll have no problem reaching that goal. So if you've ever liked any of the videos we've posted on the channel, or if any of the tips we've shared have ever helped you get closer to achieving your fitness goals, all we ask is that you click the subscribe button, as it'll truly help us continue to grow and improve the quality of the videos. Peace.